How are you going to call on your students? It sounds simple enough, but experienced teachers will tell you there's a lot of nuance to doing this well. Cold calling on somebody can feel unfair and raise anxiety. Asking for volunteers usually fires up the same small group of students. Calling on students randomly and involuntarily can be tricky. After years of doing this, here are my best suggestions. Students should be selected randomly and involuntarily 80% of the time, with the other 20% going to volunteers who want to share their thinking or have a compelling moment. Calling on your students with roll 'em, pick a stick, name generators, or name wheels are all great ways to show your students that you are being random and fair. Make sure your students know how they're going to be called on before they start working so they can be ready. Emphasize that since everyone has had a chance to compose their answer and check it, that everyone should be ready with their response and on deck. Being called on in front of the entire class can raise anxiety a lot. Make sure your students know that you are not looking for the right answer, but rather their answer. This also validates and affirms subjectivity. Your students' anxiety will further lessen if you can avoid correcting student responses on the spot. This is easier if you call on multiple students in succession, which takes the spotlight off of any one answer and gives you the chance to focus on what was correct about the group's responses as a whole. If you call on a student and they still don't have an answer, don't make a big deal out of it. Move on, but tell them you're coming back to them for the next question. It's important for your students to see that everyone is expected to participate in this community, and that saying, "I don't know," doesn't get you off the hook. Remember to explicitly teach your expectations for these protocols. It's important that the students know how they work beforehand, especially if there's a chance they might be called on to answer in front of their peers. Consider choosing a sample of basic, intermediate, and advanced questions to go over together. This leaves the opportunity for you to check for student understanding on questions that were not answered in class.